Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking the Dreaded Heroes report for the second week in a row. The dark match main event at last week's Raw featured SmackDown superstars AJ Styles and Cena and WWE champion Dean Ambrose all compete for the last night's Raw before it went off the air. The six-man match saw Cena, Ambrose, and Styles. Anyway, they defeated Styles and Owens and Rollins, by the way. SmackDown Superstar had been previously advertised for the Raw before the draft, so that match was made up ahead of time, but they decided to do it after Raw. Now, the other thing I'm asking, do you think the the split and everything is already done? Because they've already got SmackDown over on Raw over on SmackDown. I don't know. Do you think they did it just for a ratings bump, maybe? Oh, and aren't you so glad that Jinder Mahal's back? I was wondering where he was and so worried that, no, I wasn't even. Hey, WWE superstar Harry Smith the other day turned 30 years old. Jim the Anvil Neidhart, 59 years old. And as seen on Raw, SmackDown Superstar made a surprise appearance and stuff. And hit SummerSlam opponent, I'm talking about Randy Orton, with an RKO to end the show. Orton tweeted the following. He says, "I'm not just a t-shirt, Brock." So we already got that coming over to, well, I don't know. Of course, I guess by them telling us that they're split, we're going to say, oh man, we'll never see them two wrestle again. And once they're back, and it's a big surprise. WWE posted the following in regards to injuries that was sustained by Big E at the hands of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. The tag team champion Big E suffered an injury at the hands of Luke Gallows, says, after Raw, and Raw said they confirmed it. I don't know about that, but that guy's a little bit too big to be getting hurt. But anyway, it says here, after Gallows and Anderson pulled Big E groin first into the turnbuckle at the end of the post-Raw match, after the show, Gallows and Anderson and the entirety of the New Day, the tag team champion, was taken to the trainer's room. He underwent several tests and medical examinations. WWE did confirm that did not confirm any specifics or the severity of Big E's injury. I think he needs to take a couple of big deep breaths and kind of move around a little bit. He'll be all right. All right, previously reported that Hall of Famer Pat Patterson's autobiography, it's called Accepted, How the First Gay Superstar Changed WWE, is now available, and WWE posted the following clip that's online if you want to see it, featuring Triple H, Chris Jericho, Dolph Ziggler discussing Pat Patterson's legacy. I don't know how much he changed, wrestling just because he was gay. He did, talent-wise. The 2016 Summer Olympic Games kick off later this week with the coverage featuring on the USA Network, of course. And as noted on last night's Raw, former Olympian Mark Henry will be WWE's ambassador to the Games in Rio. What that consists of, I don't know. Former NXT champions American Alphas, Chad Gable, Jason Jordan will make their SmackDown debut tomorrow night. Well, last night, I mean. But got a lot of hype on that. So anyway, as seen on American Alphas, made their debut and they defeated fellow former NXT Tag Team Champions Vaudevillains. And there's a Fallout video, which I can't remember whether they put it over on the Facebook page or not, that features Jason and Jordan and Gable talking about Charlie Caruso. Jordan talks about how it's still surreal that Gable gets fired up and talks about how they're leading the tag team champion revolution that everyone is talking about. Anyway, American Alpha says they want everyone at their best when they beat them, and they have arrived. I tell you what, I thoroughly enjoyed them. I really thought they were great. Hall of Famer superstar Billy Graham has been admitted to the Mayo Clinic due to serious medical symptoms, but Graham was scheduled to undergo surgery this morning, but to identify the cause of the the issues that he's having. They didn't say what the issues were, but and I haven't seen anything online yet on the results of the surgery. I'll let you know. Rhino, who appeared on last night's SmackDown, won 38% of the vote, beating out opponents Paul Sophia and Richard Johnson. The ECW icon was doing last-minute campaigning before flying into Nashville for the SmackDown yesterday, and I'm not sure what the campaigning was. I must have missed that on SmackDown. I'll have to scan through it again. AJ Styles had a message for John Cena on last night's SmackDown. The message turned out into a war of words, with Cena expressing his heartfelt love for WWE, of course. Segment ended with Styles challenges Cena to a match at SummerSlam, promising this time there would be no club and therefore no excuses, from Cena. So right now we're looking at SummerSlam as the WWE Universal title. Rollins taking on Balor. WWE match for the title, taking on Ziggler taking on Ambrose. Women's title, Charlotte taking on Sasha Banks. Intercontinental title is going to be Apollo Crews taking on The Miz, and Randy Orton taking on Brock Lesnar because they just don't like each other, and John Cena taking on AJ Styles because they want to outdo each other. And reported earlier today that WWE's got plans to introduce some new women's and tag team titles exclusive to the SmackDown brand for SmackDown, of course, after SummerSlam. You got to wait. And General Manager Daniel Bryan confirmed the plans of the women's title on a podcast called Hug It Out. He said that today. But video from the appearance is on the internet, I guess. But he also took a shot at Raw for creating the WWE Universal title. So that's him firing back. So they're going to have a war of titles going back and forth with each other. Gives them an excuse to have their own. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I got to go.